In today's video, we'll be talking about boomers, specifically in Japan, and how IT or tech, the tech industry, makes money from boomers. In the world of IT tech startups in Japan or around the world, I think this is called AgeTech. And this is the first time I heard about this was a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. And I didn't realize until then that I've actually worked on these age or boomer technologies. That's what today's video is about. So I'll go through what age tech is, give you some examples, and show you some companies. And we'll just have a talk about boomers and how to get money from them in the world of tech startups. Before you do that, like, sub, Discord community. In the chat, I talk about IT in Japan and things related. And also add me on LinkedIn. You would need LinkedIn to be verified for the Discord. Anyway, let's get into it. So what we have here is a happy boomer with quite a bit of cash in his hand. And yeah, he's going to retire. He's already retired. He's 66 years or 65 years old. He's 60. Japan, I think it's 65. 65. He's got a bit of money, and he needs some assistance in life. So that's basically what it is, but I'll give you the ChatGPT explains exactly what age tech is. Let me read it for you. I'm really bad at reading, but we're both bad at reading, so don't worry about that. Age tech in Japan refers to technology designed to address the needs and challenges of an aging population. We've seen, you come to Japan, a lot of old people around here. Japan has one of the world's oldest populations, with nearly 30% of its residents aged 65 or older. Didn't know I was that old. Didn't know that one. The demographic shift has driven innovation in various areas to support older adults, health independence, and quality of life. That's what ChatGPT says about age tech. So that's what age tech is. We're going to talk a bit more about these boomers and these age tech facilities. It's called a Dojin home, which is basically the what do you call the old people's house? I forgot what you call it in English. But these Dojin homes are all over the place. Nice areas as well. A lot of nice areas have these Dojin homes, and a lot of technology runs through these places as well. Or even people at home, they have all these devices that help them. So we're going to go through next next we're going to check out the 6 areas of age tech which help the elderly. Number 1 is robotics and assistive devices. You see here, there's a grandma. This is an actual product in Japan. I think it's meant to help you. It's like maybe like a Siri or what's the Amazon one? I'm not sure. And that can help you help someone in the house. We've got some robotic legs here. I don't know if that's real or not. Just Google search like robotic legs. All these kind of devices which help people in the everyday life. Smart homes and IoT, I think that's just what I said before. Even just simple, think about it this way. There are a lot of 3-storied houses in Tokyo, let alone Japan. And in Japan, let alone Tokyo. Okay, and what commonly happens is that when there is an emergency, it's really hard to bring the person down, or they can't get down the stairs by themselves if they're elderly, or if they might come down, they might slip. So having some type of device that can help them go up and down. There's a few of those. A little expensive, but just showing one case of how technology can help someone. Number 3, healthcare and wellness. I think these are just kind of online services where you can talk to someone like a doctor through an application, a paid application. And I actually had worked on something similar to healthcare and wellness. To put it simply, it's like a rehabilitation. When someone gets hurt, they will have to use an online application to talk to the doctor, and they'll have devices at home that keep track of their heartbeat, heart rate, and a very simple body metrics. Is that what you call it? Like weight. It's all connected by an IoT device, and a doctor can see and manage their patients while the patients are living in their house or at the Dojin homes, the old people's houses. Number 4, mobility and transportation. Also, you can see lately, you can see all around Japan, the taxi drivers, some of them are pretty, they're way up there. They're quite up there. Some of them will go over 65. So I'm not surprised if there's people coming up with some Google Glasses types of assistance for them. So maybe it blinks red when they should stop. I don't know. There's all these. There's many ways. I'm going to go through number 5, community and social connection. No idea how these are. Okay, this is a 6 list from ChatGPT. I don't know what that means, but you can think about what you want. Oh, I know, I've got one here. A service that helps the elderly or the retired find a job. That's something that you see a lot lately. The job will say plus or over 65 years old. Okay, there's such a lack of workers in Japan that you can find people retired working at convenience stores. I say convenience stores. It's quite common these days to see an elderly, nice old lady at my convenience store. Very nice lady. Yep. Number 6, financial administrative services. So if you remember that when I showed you like these kind of lodging homes, this all needs to be managed through a service, right? You have workers coming in, you have patients staying for however long. All of these need to be managed somehow. And they all need to be connected to a lot of these things. So everything's all IoT. Not everything, I'm just saying. These are just examples. And here we have these kind of fancy dashboards or fancy PDF files where you can see the different types of companies in Japan and what they are doing in their industry. Things like, what's this? Shinya Living. Don't know what that is. But Sony Toys, Tomica. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing a robot device. Okay, communication, community. So all these pretty large, quite large companies doing something with healthcare. And there's probably like devices done here, like mobility. Suzuki's making something. So there must be. Okay, the point of this video is to explain that you don't have to make the next TikTok, right? You don't have to like, oh yeah, man, Cameo is calling to connect to this social media. There's so many opportunities in an aging society, and this society does not open the floodgates to whoever wants to come in, which means that you'll have less workers. Even if you do try and bring some workers in, you still wouldn't have enough. They're trying to bring people in, but I mean, it's Japan. You can't just suddenly bring in 10 million people. You can in other countries. I know you guys, some of you guys like that in your countries, but in Japan, it's not. They're very careful about how many people they bring in and how they bring them in. So I can only see. I'm not an expert in this industry. Okay, I'm a soy dev for 8 or 9 years now, but when I talk to guys and I'm seeing the projects I'm working on, some of them, quite a few of them, have something to do with the elderly. So the point, I'm going back to the point now, is that you can make something for the elderly, right? From now on, they're only going to increase, and their eyesight's not going to get any better. Their hearing's going to get worse. They're going to have hip problems. So all these devices, these aids, like your hearing aids, or like helping people with their back. Maybe they still want to work at the konbini, but they have back issues. So something that can help them hold up their back. I don't know. You can think of your awesome ideas, and just I'll link this with the website for this Japanese website, and just to show you the Western world. This is probably even massive in the Western world, the amount of investments going on in the West. And I'll link this website too. I have no idea what these guys are making or doing, but just to show you that there are other things out there instead of your generic NPC ideas. You can go off and find your little niche. Just then also a real quick story time about making software, because I'm a software web developer. Okay, I'm a soy dev. Leave me alone. I'm not going to tell you I've got a high IQ or anything, but I worked on a software for about 1 year, web technology for a company, and the of course CEO and the workers, the management level were kind of like, they're quite boomer. They were, I'm guessing, over the retirement age, but making software for boomers is really different than making a, you know, a little soy stack. Oh yeah, there's some Tailwind design. Oh yeah, check out the Figma design. These these boomers do not react the same as the young kids out there. So when I made this kind of system that will make it easier for them to manage their company, certain parts of it, even I make it and I go, this is easy. Anyone can understand this. Anyone can do this. You find out, no, boomers don't have the literacy that I'm not so young. I'm a millennial. They don't have the literacy that young guys have with IT and computing, and just simple things like Gmail. Right, you take it for granted that we grew up with all these technologies, so we understand Bluetooth. And maybe they don't know what a Bluetooth is. I mean, you don't know how to do it yourself. You just know you can connect the Bluetooth. Yeah, you understand this stuff. So they don't. So when you're making something for, okay, I'm going on a tangent here. You're making something for boomers. You have to make it as simple and massive fonts and P-brain level design. No, I'm not just joking there. But yeah, that's the story I'm trying to tell you that. And in the end, they didn't use the software we made. They paid a little money for it. But we're just doing what we're told. I was just doing what I was told. Just trying to tell you a story, a nice little story of my experience. So I think that's it for me. What do you guys think is in your countries, or if you're in Japan, what do you think about this whole AgeTech? Is it a great way to get, you know, I know everyone's trying to jump on crypto. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, it's going to connect that to the, but look, just simple products in IT for the elderly. What do you think? Let me know. Like, sub, Discord, LinkedIn, and I'll be up with more soon. I'll be trying to do this more. I have no job from next week, so let's see what happens. See ya.